Hello and welcome once again for another retro gaming hippie video. Today is going to be about our first venture out with the summertime and warmer weather. Memorial Day weekend was kind of nice for that too, I suppose, so far. About getting out on the road with my legs, getting out with my bicycle, and finding things that were out on the road. So I went down to a smaller town that's close to where I live, but it's about 30 minutes away, I think, by car. So I drove down there and did my running loop around some garage sales because I saw a garage sale advertised that had a Xbox Halo edition, green one that was advertised. And my friend on the north end up here that does a lot more collecting than I do saw that they were listing it actually for $30, which I didn't know. It was a green Halo Xbox and a bunch of games, I guess, for $30. So I head out in that morning, and you get kind of a little view of my winter home. It's about to end. So I got up and I headed down that way. And I actually got to that particular garage sale 15 minutes after it started. And the Xbox Halo was already gone by the time I got there. Which wasn't a really big deal because it's not really for me. I would have picked it up, about for $30. I probably would have asked them if they would have taken 20. But I had a bunch of games too that I couldn't really tell what they were. But when I got there, I got to see them. And it wasn't really a lot of games for me. The only one from that particular sale I did pick up was NFL Street for the Xbox, which I have in GameCube, but I haven't played on Xbox. And it's pretty fun. No manual, but disc and case. So, yeah, it was all right. All right for a pickup. Give you a little more span of what else. So I made a nice little loop of a run out there because I saw some signs for garage sales and whatnot, and I'll show you a few of the things I picked up out there when I was doing my run. It's beautiful. Freeland is what it's called. Another garage sale. They had old school Game Boy Pocket, which had the batteries in it so I could turn it on and make sure it worked, and it did. Just a couple of sports games, Bo Jackson, which is pretty cool, but it's like not really just in Bo Jackson. But Donkey Kong is one I picked up because she was asking $20 for the Game Boy Pocket and $5 a game, and so I just asked her, "Would you do 10 for the Donkey Kong and the Game Boy Pocket?" And she was willing to do that, so that was a good deal to get a Game Boy Pocket. As I made my way further up, closer to where I live, driving, not running at this point, I stopped at a sale that was at a storage unit, and they had a bunch of stuff kind of laid out, nothing I really was interested in. So of course I asked them, I'm going to get some more moving around my winter home. I asked them about video games, and the guy was like, yeah, I have some video games. And they went to the car and they pulled out a case or a rack, and it had a lot of PC games, a couple of PlayStation games. The only one, the PlayStation wise, that I picked up was this SimCity 2000, which I've never played, but I like the games like Civilization, where you build up things and kind of move on from there. So I thought, well, I'll give that a shot. I said, "You got anything older?" And he was like, man, he had the storage unit that was just crammed with stuff. He's like, yeah, I have games in here somewhere. And he let me kind of dig through there along with him and going through boxes stuff. And I saw a lot of interesting things he had in those boxes. And he kept saying, he's like, the games should be right here, but I really think they're out there. I think they're out front, and he kept saying that. We kept digging. He kept saying that. We kept digging. And we didn't find anything. So we went out front again. And sure enough, when we dug through the box, he's like, yeah, here they are. So he was right. We were digging through stuff, which is always fun anyway. And he pulls out about 4 Nintendo games, and it just shocks me about what kind of games we might have there. And these are really beat up. I've cleaned them a little bit. They're definitely going to take some more cleaning maybe, and I'm going to test them out. But so we had Capcom Battle of Midway 1943. Nice little fun shooter. I cleaned them up a little bit, but they're going to take some more cleaning, I think, for sure. Grey Kart Link. Tetris. I mean, who doesn't want Tetris, right? The original fun-ass game. But this is the one that kind of really threw me. I don't know the history of why it's a little more expensive than your average Nintendo game if it was availability or whatnot. But why this guy has it? I'm guessing he maybe bought storage units. Who knows? But anyway, Dragon Warrior 3, which was nice. Nice find. Like I said, I cleaned up the inside a little bit so far, but I really think I'm going to take this apart and clean up the inside maybe before I test it, because they were really dusty and dirty. So that was on Saturday from my runs and whatnot. And so Sunday, locally, I went on my bike route, which kind of expands my horizon. And since my friend on the north end on Saturday was hitting all these garage sales on Saturday, I kind of figured, well, slim pickings. But there are huge garage sales that did pop up on Sunday that he probably didn't get to, and I got to those on my bike. And the first one I went to, she said her son has a lot of stuff, and he wasn't there, but they had this sitting out with all their furniture and their clothes and stuff, and I was like, man, Nintendo 64 bag, which I have one already. But they're really nice. I mean, they hold the system, they hold the controllers pretty well. It's got a lot of pockets for games. It's like a little messenger bag. I mean, it's a nice way to be mobile with the setup, and it's kind of nice actually. 64 I don't use as much, but I have one for PlayStation, which I use a lot because PlayStation 2 is actually my favorite system to play on. But she had that there. That was all that they had as far as games. And then I hit one a little bit further out on my big loop. And he didn't have any games out, but I asked him about them, and he went into some tarp. He obviously looked like some guy either did swap meets or something at some point. And he pulled out a Gen 1 Sega Genesis that was really, really dirty. I mean, there was some rust from the AV output, and he didn't have all the cords. And I was like, yeah, not really interested in that, because I do have a Sega Genesis already, and it's a great system, better than Nintendo, and some people will hate me for saying that, but just looked like a lot more effort than I wanted to put in for something I already had. But he pulled out some games. Unfortunately, they weren't old like that, but PlayStation, which is my favorite system. Die Hard Trilogy, which I never have played, and I don't think it's quite like the movie, but probably still fun to play. One of my favorite games to play on PlayStation, Twisted Metal. If you've never played that, I love that game. Run around and kill people. Yeah, obviously, everything's not complete. And then I picked up one PS2 game, a little King of Fighters 2006, a little fighting game. To check that out. It's not complete. Maybe it is. Well, that was kind of the bonus with a lot of the games he had, which they were sports titles and things I was interested in. But every one of them, I swear, had a memory card. So, scored a free memory card. Not that I already have 50 of them, but anyway, good pickups. Somewhat slim, but considering that it's a small island and all that out there, I mean, obviously, really big score is this guy, which hopefully he works, and we'll fire him up sometime tomorrow. But since most people like to hear or know everything, total probably into it about $25 altogether. Most of it being me putting together this lot for it was $15 if I remember right, for the pocket in the game. But like the bag was $1, For these and the SimCity 2000, I said, how much do you want for these? I think he said $5. I actually ended up giving him $10 because $2 a game, that's more than fair. I mean, this game alone, I think on a global market, probably is $30 to $40. So yeah, I'll give you $10 for those games. And the other games were right around $5. So I'm probably into it for about $30 altogether. But pretty good, decent score for $30. And it's nice to get out and about and see people, get to know people, and stretch my legs a bit. The folks with the Nintendo case, I'll probably keep an eye out if they do another garage sale. Maybe if she talks to her son about maybe some more stuff he has because he wasn't there. And then this guy had the storage unit. He said another storage unit full of stuff too. So just kind of keep my eyes out and revisit them down the road. So all in all, nice bike ride, nice run, beautiful scenery, and a couple nice pickups for me to test out and play. So that's probably the last video I'm going to be doing from my winter residence. I just set up my big nice tent, and the next one we'll do from the tent setup and get out on the road. So hope you enjoyed this video, and if you got any questions or comments, feel free to always leave them down in the comment section and all, and maybe we'll see you guys out and about.